Good morning, Carrollton High School. Welcome to the Carrollton Morning Announcements. I'm Preston McLaren.
I'm Joy Zimmer, and we are your hosts for Friday, October 27th, 2023.
Today in CHS News, this is the final week of the CHS Interclub Canned Food Drive to support families who are experiencing food insecurity. This food drive is a club project for Key Club, Beta Club, National Honor Society, P7, Anchor Club, and Spanish Honor Society. Food can be dropped off in Mr. Brewer's room, Dr. Townsend's room, or Mr. Harvey's room.
It is Trojan Wear to Team Up Against Drugs Friday. Red Women Week 2023 may be coming to an end, but our conversations about the dangers of vaping are just the beginning. Now, it is time to make sure your decision not to vape, as well as making plans to help your friends avoid the vaping trap. By saying no now, you escape lung disease, cancer, and heartbreak that vaping and nicotine addiction brings. Invest yourself. Don't sell out to vaping.
Here's a special announcement about Boograms. Today's the last day to get them. Is he going to play the video?
Please play the video.
This just in. We just received breaking news come to us from Carrollton High School's FCSCLA group. We understand that this group is open to all current and former culinary arts and education pathway students. We're going to hand it over to our anchor, Yale, reporting live at scene.
This just in. Boograms sales are off the charts this year, and I got the opportunity to look into this sweet operation. If you follow me over here, you can see that for a Ziploc bag, you can get up to 4 to 5 pieces of candy for just $1. Or if you come over here in the corner, you can get a cup for just $10 of full-size candy. This money goes to the less fortunate families that we adopted this year so that their kids could have presents for Christmas this year. You can contact an FCCLA member or Miss Dill in room G114.
Thank you. Juniors and seniors, sign up for the Troy University College visit being held in the Media Center on Wednesday, November 8th at 10:15 a.m. The deadline to sign up is Friday, November 3rd. To sign up and attend, scan the QR code located on the cafeteria TVs and the Career Center bulletin board outside of the guidance office, or email Ms. Fisher for assistance.
Now for a special announcement about the Suicide Prevention Walk coming up soon.
Good morning, Carrollton High School. My name is Lila Pace.
And my name is Izzy Fortner. We're here this morning to share some important information about the Out of the Darkness Suicide Prevention Walk, Sunday, October 29th.
The walk is at the Hobbs Farm Greenbelt Access and will begin at 3 p.m. The walk is an amazing way to be an active part of your community. Activities will include face painting, rock painting, sign making, and a memory wall.
There are various volunteer opportunities that you can sign up for via our Instagram bio. Our Instagram page is AFSPWalk_West Georgia. You can also volunteer through the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention website. Even though we would love for you to volunteer, your presence there is enough.
You can register for the walk through our Instagram or find the West Georgia Walk on the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention website. The reasoning behind the walk is to show support to survivors of suicide loss, educate our community on suicide prevention, and decrease the stigma of mental illness.
So please, join the community in an effort to participate in this year's Out of the Darkness Suicide Prevention Walk. If you are not convinced yet, the Carrollton Humane Society will be doing a pet adoption at the event, and Buttered Udder Ice Cream Truck will be there to fulfill all your sweet cravings. Thank you, and go Trojans.
Go Trojans.
Thank you, ladies. Thanks for the great information about a worthy cause we can all get involved with.
Now over to Kieran and Drew for Trojan Sports.
Here are your CHS sports announcements.
Trojan Esports had 2 big wins in Mario Kart versus Brunswick High School and North Forsyth. At the halfway point of the season, our Mario Kart team is ranked number 1 in the state, and our Smash team is ranked number 4. We will be back in action next week.
Varsity flag football went 1-1 yesterday, beating Griffin and losing to Trinity Christian, unfortunately.
There you go. Great job, flag football. All right, it's time for college football picks. Let's do this. We got some fun picks. It should be an interesting week this week. Let's start in the Pac-12. We got number 8 Oregon, who looked really good against Washington, going to number 13 Utah. All right, they're both 6-1. The last time Oregon went to Utah, you guys know what happened the last time Oregon went to Utah?
What happened?
They got the snot beat out of them. I mean, all the snot. It was everywhere. It was crazy. So, has Oregon rebounded? They got Bo Nix. They got that little SEC toughness quarterback to them. Or is Utah ready for a beatdown again of the Oregon Ducks?
Well, I think Oregon looks good this year, so I'm going to pick them over Utah, even at Utah.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with him. I think Oregon's going to take it. I think they just have more momentum.
Yeah, no chance. I'm taking the Utes. The Utes are 6-1, and they're at home. I'm telling you, it's Nightmare City for the Ducks. All right, we got Coach Prime. Colorado coming off a disastrous game against Stanford 2 weeks ago where they had it and then they didn't. And it was double overtime and they lost it. And then they're at number 23 UCLA, who's coming off an upset of Washington State. So has Coach Prime got them back together, or are the Bruins good to go this week?
You know, maybe a month ago I would have said Colorado because of the hype, but I think the hype has really died off over the recent loss, so I'm going to pick UCLA.
You know, I'm not as so flip-floppy as Drew. So I'm going to still go with Colorado. I think they still have that dog in them. I think they're going to pull out the win.
All right, I'll pick Colorado for the upset because they've had some time to get some guys back from injury, and that's really what was hurting them. All right, here's a tough one. Number 21 Tennessee, who had their rug snatched out from them last week, they're up on Alabama at halftime. It's 17-0, and then it wasn't. At Kentucky, they're both 5-2. They've dropped a couple of games recently. 21 Tennessee goes into Kentucky. What's your pick?
I mean, since Tennessee's awful ending last week against Alabama, I'm going to pick Kentucky. Or Tennessee, yeah, I'm going to pick Kentucky for this one.
Okay.
I'm going to pick Tennessee. I think they're just simply the better team. I think they'll pull out the victory.
Okay, I'm going to go with Tennessee too, although could be a big upset there in Kentucky. All right, we're going to flip-flop this one. We're going to hold that marquee pick to the end just for fun. All right, you know what the marquee pick is maybe, but there's a little curveball. All right, we got Miami of Ohio, the Red Hawks are at Ohio, the Bobcats. We're not talking Ohio State, so you're okay, you're safe here, but there's a lot of Ohio's going on. Miami, Ohio 6-2, the Ohio Bobcats 6-2. Do you know anything about these guys, or are you just a blind pick?
Well, since we researched earlier,
we did.
I'm going to have to pick Miami, Ohio, because they lost against, their two losses were against like Toledo, and then who was their other loss against?
The BCS team, yeah.
Yeah, so I think their losses, I think they're against good teams, so I'm going to have to pick them over Ohio.
Okay.
So I'm kind of confused on what Miami, Ohio even means, but I would choose, if I had a choice, to not pick either of them because they're both in Ohio.
You wore your
but
Michigan sweatshirt. Yeah.
Miami, Ohio, because it's the less Ohio team.
The less Ohio. All right, I'm going to pick the Bobcats because they're at home. All right, here's it. You know it's coming. It's that week. It's Georgia versus Florida. Wait a minute. It's number 1 Georgia going into 5-2 Florida in Jacksonville. No one's picking Florida straight up. So here's the curveball. Vegas says Georgia's favored by 14.5 points. So here's what we're going to do. Your pick. You're giving up 14 points. So Florida, think of it this way. You turn on the TV. It's the beginning of the game. Florida's already up 14-0. So your pick includes you've got to give up 14 points to Florida. All right?
Yeah.
And Brock Bowers is out. I know everybody's worried about that. Is that going to be that big of an impact? What do you think?
I don't think Georgia's beat anybody by 14 points that has a over 50 record, so I might have to pick Florida.
Ooh.
I'm going to pick Florida as well for a different reason. I'm from Florida, and I know that we are just pretty much better than every other team. So I think they're going to pull out the victory against Georgia.
So you guys are taking the victory. You're taking the points. Mm-hmm. I'm going to take the dogs because I think they'll get it together, even giving up the 14 points because Georgia has beat teams pretty bad this year, but not on the road. It's a tough pick. It's technically not a road. It's technically a neutral site. What are your picks? Make sure you put those points and factor in those points and put the total points for the Florida-Georgia game in your picks. All right, I'm going to leave it with you guys for today in Trojan Sports.
Today in Trojan Sports, varsity football is at Campbell at 7:30.
Coming tomorrow in CHS Sports, varsity cheer is at McIntosh. Good luck to all of our Trojan athletes.
In the senior section, attention seniors, check out the scholarship information on the senior corner and for links to scholarship websites. Check the eligibility requirements before applying.
The Prudential Emerging Visionaries apply by November 2nd.
The Hagen Scholarship apply by December 1st.
The following scholarships are accepting applications now at bigfutures.org/scholarship search. Big Future Scholarships, $500 to $40,000 monthly drawings.
Courage to Grow Scholarship, $500 apply by December 31st, 2023.
The Mensa Foundation Trustee Scholarship, $15,000 apply by January 15th of 2024.
The Davidson Fellow Scholarship, $50,000 apply by February 2024.
The BBQ Galore Scholarship, $1,000 apply by June 2024. This scholarship information is also available on the cafeteria monitors and Google Slides on the Senior Corner website.
Now over to Jack for our CHS weather report.
Good morning, Carrollton High School. This is your Chief Weather Reporter, Jack Orness, with your weather update. Today's weather is calling for a forecast high of 78 and a low of 55. There will be intervals of clouds during the day, otherwise clear and sunny. CHS, last football game before the playoffs. Go Trojans! Now back to our anchors for Today in History.
Thanks, Jack.
Today in history, at 2:35 on the afternoon of October 27, 1904, New York City Mayor George McClellan takes the controls of the inaugural run of the city's innovative new rapid transit system, the subway.
Happy birthday to Mrs. Steele,
Kavion Boykins,
Zanaya Freeman,
Sarah Capra,
Caden Rice,
and Ryan Young.
Happy birthday to all of you. The SAT word of the week is quandary. As used on the SAT, a state of uncertainty or perplexity. As used in a sentence, although politicians offer many simplistic solutions regarding tax reform, it is likely that genuine reform will remain a quandary for many years.
Remember, opportunity starts here, so make the most of today's opportunities.
That's all for us this morning. Thank you for watching the Carrollton Morning Announcements. We hope you have a fantastic Friday, and go Trojans!